make a big bold statement now. I think I'm definitely in sub 20 form now. Nine times 800 tonight, so not a bad session to be doing on a cold night. You don't want to be doing too many recoveries if you want to just keep the momentum going tonight. So it is really cold, but at least it's not raining, and for once we've got no wind, so it's going to be the first track session in weeks without any wind, so that's a good thing. But it's cold. Can't have it always perfect, can we, in this country? So tonight we got a big track session tonight. 9 times 800. Now, I always find this a good session because it gives you an idea on your fitness. So just doing a lap of the park. It is really cold, so going to need a good warm up tonight. I'll be glad to get the session underway. As soon as we get it done, the quicker I can get home into the warm. Oh, track done. That was hard. It was cold. The track was really icy tonight, so slipping about a little bit. Find it hard to grip the track to a degree, but overall I was pretty pleased with my reps. All averaging, I think, around about 310 on average. Done all 9. Quick, short recoveries. So all in all, a good session. Struggling a little bit with my warm down, finding it a little bit hard, but yeah, it's getting there. Morning all. It's Thursday morning. It's freezing cold. It's -1, feels like -4. I'm over in my park. I'm going to do my session this morning. I'm doing 8 times 2 minutes, up and down my tree line over there, up and round and back up the other side. I'll see how far 2 minutes gets me. And it's very cold this morning. It's -1, feels like -4, but I'm quite warmed up now. There's no wind, which helps as well, so I'm thinking about actually taking my jacket off. So I just dumped my top layer behind the bush over there, because I do feel pretty warm now, but I'm going to keep the hat and gloves on. I don't mind sweating, I just don't want to be cold. That's 2 done. Taking it nice and easy this morning, just warming up into it. Try and pick it up after the 3rd if I can. Well, I think that was number 4. That was a bit better than the first 3. But my breathing seems fine, but I just don't seem to have much this morning. The tiredness from last week's training and Tuesday's night's track session. So I've got 30 seconds. Right, I think I've done 7, so this should be the last one. Progressively getting a little bit quicker, so that's good. So cold session completed. So it's 8 times 2 minutes in the end. So it was okay. Legs are turning over nicely. No stiffness, which is good. Oh, cold air though. Hits you in the throat a little bit. But definitely getting stronger. See how cold it's been the last few days. So this bit here is going to cause havoc for the park run on Saturday. If it doesn't warm up a little bit, path is like a sheet of ice that bit.
Morning all, it's Sunday morning. I'm just about to head out on my long run, so I just thought I'll quickly explain that I'm not taking the camera with me this morning. Purely the reason why is because I'm doing the 16-17 mile loop that I done a couple of weeks ago, but in reverse this morning. So I've decided to leave the camera at home, so I can just concentrate a little bit more on my running rather than doing a bit of vlogging as I go along, which I really do enjoy, but sometimes you have to make the running the priority.
Morning folks, it's Monday morning, so I'm just giving you an update on how yesterday's run went. Obviously you know that I was doing 16 to 17 miles, So I ended up with 16.73 miles. Now in the end I was really pleased on how that run went. So I had a bit of a slow start, a bit of a tricky stomach to start off with for the first sort of 5 or 6 miles, but once I got down through Greenwich Park and down to the Thames on the nice flat parts, there was absolutely no wind at all, just a slight little breeze along the river, and I started to coast along at about 740s, 730s pace. So for the first time in a long run, I've been actually be able to introduce a little bit of pace as well, which was nice. And in the end, that pace actually continued all the way practically to the end of my run. Even when I got to Woolwich, I didn't hardly slow down on the up climb from Woolwich all the way down to where I live. And I think the last mile might have even been like a 6:30 type pace mile as well. So a really strong finish to that run. Another box ticked, another long run out of the way with. And then quickly going back to Saturday's park run, I'll leave a link of that video at the end of this video. So if you haven't seen that, watch that. You'll see what happened at the start. But in the end, it ended up being a really good park run. I was really pleased with the time, considering the 600 odd meters slow start I had, which was a bit of a nuisance, a bit frustrating at the time, but you have to just go along with it because it is a park run, and you can't push and shove, because everyone there is doing like a 5k effort stroke park run. They're not everyone is sort of training for marathons or bothered about their times. They're there for more for the community social part of things, so you have to be a bit sort of wary not to be too aggressive on park runs, and you have to take that into consideration. So it was a slow start for 600 meters, but even with that slow start, I still ended up with like a 6. Well, I don't know what. So even with that slow start, I was still really happy with my time of 20:31. I know definitely now I'm going to make a big bold statement now. I think I'm definitely in sub 20 form now. It's not like me to make bold comments like that. I'm a bit of a sort of well, you know, I don't know how I'm going to be on the day, but I'm pretty sure on a good day, no frost. There was frost on the trail as well. It was deadpan flat. There was a lot of frost, so you had to be a bit cautious on the corners as well. So other than that, if it wasn't for them two factors there, 100% I would have run definitely under 20 minutes. So all good there. So in the end, I think I end up for the week for 48 miles for the whole week, which is not like, you know, for marathon training I probably should be running more like 60 to 70 miles, but that's never going to happen for me because my job just doesn't really allow, a physical job as well, so you have to take that into consideration. But so I'm just on my way now to a painting decorating job, just following the sat nav. I think I've timed it just about right. I think all the kids now have gone into the schools. It's about 10 past 9, so hopefully it won't take me too long, and I shall see you all next week for another update on my marathon training. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber and you're watching my videos, please subscribe, because you don't want to miss out on any future videos. There's going to be some exciting stuff coming up over the next few months, so you really don't want to miss out on any future videos. I hope you're really enjoying them, and thank you very much to anybody out there who has subscribed just of late. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks very much. Catch you all next video.